What's going on, podcast listeners? Zach Halverson here, and I know that you guys want to be included as well in this awesome 2025 World Junior Championships giveaway trip to Ottawa, which is next month. So be ready. If you have your passport and you're ready to go to Ottawa, go to KFAN.com, go to the contest page, find the World Junior Championship giveaway, click on that, and use the exclusive podcast code CHAMPION. That's CHAMPION. That is your keyword to use when you enter. And you could be going to Ottawa if everything goes in your favor. So good luck. Use that code CHAMPION. And thank you so much for listening to the Power Trip Podcast.
Morning, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to video message number 29.
The Beezer. Oh, that's nice.
I woke up yesterday morning with a spring in my step.
Start later, please.
I could never know what the day was.
Fast forward ahead.
Listen up, the ratings just came in for last month. We are number one. We just grabbed every key demographic.
Super duper, gang. Super duper. That's nice. Way to go. Neato, gang.
Yes.
Boy, that is good news.
It is the second day of December 2024. Good morning, everybody. Welcome to the second day of Christmas. My name is Chris Hockey. It's the Power Trip Morning Show on a Monday. A Vikings Victory Monday again. 10 wins, 2 losses. It don't matter how they did it or who they did it against. It matters that there's 10 wins there. I'm convinced we can beat anybody by 1 point these days. Anyway, hey, more on that as we go through the show. Ben Lieber, Mike Musman, Cast of Thousands, and the regulars are on their way in. So let's get her started, shall we? It's slicker than dog snot out there as we do this. So y'all be careful. We need everyone, you know. Here's Anthony Jeselnik. Jeselnik? I don't know how you say it. Comedy on the Power Trip Morning Show on a Monday morning. You, Merry Christmas. Come on in. I'm glad you're here.
In case you guys don't know why I'm on tour right now, as of a couple of months ago, I've been doing stand-up comedy for 20 years. Thank you. My agent said to me, Anthony, 20 years is a major accomplishment for any comedian. You got to celebrate. Why don't you pick some of your favorite cities, go perform for them? And I said, no, thank you. I'd rather go to Milwaukee. I am proud to say that I've never once in my entire life paid money to have sex with a prostitute. And I'll tell you this, they get so mad. You know, there's one thing I like about Milwaukee, and there is one thing I like about Milwaukee. Seems like a safe place to live. Maybe not to you, but compared to where I live in Los Angeles, oh my God, this is paradise. My neighborhood's really gotten dangerous. The other day, a woman in my neighborhood was walking her dog, had the dog stolen from her at gunpoint. Now it's my dog.
These other guys are hungry and they're going after it, and I don't want to work that hard tonight.
Finish line is waiting.
Are some holes bringing them in?
Fate is on your side. You hear the distant thunder. There's lightning in your stride. For the warriors. Never giving up the lead. To take it to the top. There's only one winner. You're never gonna stop.
Welcome to the Power Trip Morning Show. It's Monday, December 2nd of 2024. It is unbelievably slick out there. Just a little bit of snow, but just enough to mess everything up. Sauce, when you're driving and it's this slick, where are your hands supposed to be?
10-2.
The Vikings are 10-2 after a 1-point win against Arizona. A dramatic comeback, a 13-point comeback. The first of Darnold's career. How about that for a stat? Up until yesterday, 0-23 in his career when down 13 points or more as a starter. Not anymore. Now he's 1-23.
Hell yeah, man.
Yes.
That was
1-23.
That was a fun back half of that game.
Good to know.
The first half was sleep-worthy, but the second half was sweet. And the best part is the Cardinals obviously they let them get back in, but
When the Cardinals went up 19-6 and basically went into that prevent defense, that's how the Minnesota Vikings, and that's when the Minnesota Vikings got their groove back, and they cruised from there.
I thought that was well said.
Thank you. Thank you very much. I have a cool stat for you if you want it.
Anytime.
Kay Adams, who used to be on Good Morning Football.
Big fan.
Went to high school with her.
Did you really?
Nope.
Oh. After the Cardinals scored to make it 19-6 with 4:43 left in the third quarter, Sam Darnold was 12 of 17 for 156 yards and 2 touchdowns. It's pretty impressive. That was a great win by our Minnesota Vikings.
Wow.
So I know they won and they're 10-2, but can I ask you a question?
It is an absolute mess.
And Darnold played very well.
Yeah.
Last week they brought in Daniel Jones.
Yeah.
Next week, would you entertain the idea of starting Daniel Jones over Fabian Moreau?
Yes. Would you?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, I would.
Yeah, same. Yeah. That was...
I think I would let Creasel at halftime take over for Fabian Moreau. Rough game for the kid.
There was multiple
Rough game for the old kiddo there.
Where you could see Kyler Murray changing the play because he saw Marvin Harrison was on Fabian Moreau.
Including the touchdown.
Yeah. Yep. They went after him a couple times.
Yep. 2 giant pass interference penalties, and then the touchdown that Harrison scored was on Fabian Moreau. They definitely were picking on him.
Yes, they were.
And it worked.
Yes, it did.
Surprised that doesn't happen more in the NFL, where they just say, this guy can't do it. Let's just pick on him for 60 straight minutes. I know teams adjust and things like that, but man, that was rough.
Yeah, and I saw yesterday that they hope they avoided a significant hamstring injury to Gilmore by taking him out when they did. That's what I read.
What are you doing over there?
Restarting my computer.
Yeah, he has 2 sisters.
He does?
Fabi and Fabriana.
Oh.
Is that real?
Yeah.
Fabriana.
Yeah. His name is Fabian. He has a sister named Fabi, F-A-B-Y, and another sister named Fabriana.
I may be wrong.
What a fabulous family.
Was he a first-round pick?
Looking, round 3, pick 81. 2017. He's played for the Washington team, the Falcons, the Texans, the Giants, the Broncos, and now the Vikings.
Jeez, what did he perish?
Petty.
Fitting name, because if you want more offense, you put Morrow out there.
Wow.
Did you
morning.
tweet that?
No, not yet. I just thought of it.
Fabriana.
That was good, though.
Fabriana's a princess name.
Yeah.
Oh, Fabriana. I like that
Or
name.
a really bad pop star from the late 2000s.
Well, I don't know why she had to be bad.
Yeah, why is she bad?
She had her time. You know what I mean? Like,
She had one good song.
Well, one hit's better than no hits.
that's what I'm saying.
They still play it in the club.
That's right.
It's better than Drake.
That's true.
Yeah, probably is.
I can't even defend his honor anymore.
Why?
I'm not affiliated with the Drake anymore.
Oh, got it.
What about DMX?
Yeah. I love my
dead.
dog DMX.
Me too, man.
DMX wins.
I like that guy. I wonder if we could ever get him on the show.
He's dead.
Well, probably not then.
Could get a medium.
He died.
I wonder if it's
I'll take
easier
an extra
now.
large.
Is it easier to book DMX?
I mean, I would guess.
Have you visited his grave?
No, I don't even know where he's buried.
Would you if you knew?
Like if it was close, maybe.
How close? Like St. Louis Park?
Did he get gat?
I don't think he got.
No. If it was in St. Louis Park, possibly.
He probably got shot in St. Louis Park.
You said St. Louis Park.
You said you might if you knew where it was. And then I just named the city that we're in, and you're still hedging. Like, I'm not sure if this is close enough.
Well, here's the thing.
If it was one town over, it's a definite no?
Yeah, if it was in, Crystal, I don't think I'd go. But, and no offense to Crystal, but.
Or DMX.
What's wrong with Crystal?
There's
Crystal
nothing
who?
wrong.
You wouldn't go to Crystal.
But here's
Waters?
the thing.
If DMX
Crystal
was
meth?
buried in Crystal, you wouldn't go visit his grave. Because it's Crystal?
No, let me finish.
Crystal,
I
the
think
champagne.
I actually would go because when DMX is at his peak in the early 2000s, Scene Bear was possibly the biggest DMX fan of
That makes
all
perfect
time.
sense.
So we would probably go pay our respects
No, we
at
get it.
some point.
You'd go with him.
I get it.
Yeah, I'd
you
go
would
with
go
him,
there
yeah.
because your friend liked him.
Well, I liked him too, but
Now,
he was Scene Bear's Beatles for a while.
Okay, but would My Little Scene Bear even be seen in Crystal?
Yeah, Scene Bear
Would the
would.
two of you have to wear costumes?
No, I'm just saying. I would go because I think Scene Bear would want to pay his respects.
You wouldn't go in disguise.
No.
Would you
I can't really
consume
go in disguise.
hallucinogens before you did?
Probably not. We would want to be
I knew it.
sober and pay our respects to DMX.
How would you do that?
Barking?
Yeah, we would bark. We'd probably get flowers, and we would play the Rough Riders anthem as we drove up.
Would you bring your dogs? Would Muppy get to visit DMX?
No.
That's not
Why?
fair. That's
Why
not
would you
fair.
bring your
There's
dogs?
been no bigger fan of DMX than Muppet.
Muppet likes DMX?
I think loves.
You don't even know your own dog anymore.
I would have to
Yeah,
ask
man.
her.
You don't know your friends.
How long would you stay?
Probably 5 to 10 minutes. How long? I mean, there's got to be. You can't stay all day.
Why?
Why not?
Well, then you're weird.
Would you approach the grave?
Would I what?
Okay, now.
Would you approach the grave with your friend?
Yeah.
Or would you let your friend go on his own and stay back by the car with like some sunglasses on?
Oh, that's a really good point.
And just kind of watch.
Yeah, because what if Little Scene Bear has something dramatic or important or emotional to say to DMX that he doesn't want you to hear?
Even more
That's a
importantly,
really good
why do you
point.
always bring up DMX out of nowhere?
Yeah, no kidding.
It's kind of ridiculous. We were talking about the Vikings.
I didn't bring
You're
it up.
obsessed.
They beat the Cardinals, and you're talking about visiting his grave in Crystal.
We didn't even know he was dead.
I didn't.
And by we, I mean me.
I didn't even know he was sick.
Brought it up.
Who did?
You did. Who, me? You did.
How dare you? I was talking about Fabian Moreau.
DMX died in 2021
We just established that.
at age 50.
Buried in Crystal.
He died.
He's in Yonkers, New York. That's where he's buried.
And part of him.
That's not a bad idea, Hawk.
What's that, buddy?
Why don't people do that?
Like putting the
Bury them
parties. Yeah.
part of themselves in one city.
Yeah.
Like I like Vegas, so could I like chop my body in half, get half buried up here, half buried down there?
Which half specifically
Yeah,
would you like to be in Las
I'll do
Vegas?
it.
Well, the bottom half would probably be best for Vegas.
Because it's been used so much in Las Vegas.
No, but it feels like I would probably want my family to mourn the top half of me.
There's going to be a few places I need to put my fingers.
Wow. My God.
Well, I mean, Vegas with my index finger,
Oh, yeah. Good point.
right?
Yeah.
Where do you live, Sauce?
I live in Edina.
Edina for my pinky finger.
Yeah.
Aw,
That's
what a
very kind of
tribute.
you.
You're welcome.
Wherever my dad lives for the rest of your fist.
Oh,
That's he makes a good point. He does. He makes
Yeah,
a
I'm
good
not
point.
wrong.
No, I guess that's it.
Maybe that's what Dahmer was doing. Was just going to spread those people across the
he spread
country.
them.
well, you've heard
my.
of spreading ashes. Why not spreading body parts?
Full body parts,
Yeah.
right. So maybe he was just ahead of his time.
That'd be weird if a running back was running down the field and tripped over my arm.
Yeah.
This is what he wanted. He's a big fan of the Vikings.
Yep.
I mean, Disney's got enough problems as it is with the spreading ashes thing.
And you know, Aaron Jones is going to fumble because he trips on my finger.
Yeah, would it be better if we just placed parts of Fabian Moreau all over the field like it's an obstacle course?
That would be-
And
that would
hope
be
that
fun, yeah.
Marvin Harrison just trips over
You
it.
know what the biggest problem
Yeah.
is? Sauce, you keep bringing up, like, taking bodies and cutting them up. Why do you disrail? We were going about the
Dude,
Vikings.
the Vikings are 10-2.
We're talking about the Vikings and Fabian Moreau, and you're talking about chopping body parts
I didn't
off.
say anything about chopping body parts
You're
off.
always doing that.
Then you tried to change it into that chopping broccoli bit from Dana Carvey, and you completely derailed the conversation.
Yeah, that's my fault. I apologize.
Oh, man.
Sports Center showing Moreau getting beat by Marvin Harrison.
What?
That was good for me.
Sure was.
Yeah. Did I get any points? I don't even know who I had.
played
You have tonight.
Oh, good.
And Zach and Creasel didn't
no.
do much, so you have some...
Still got one.
Creasel got one. That was a bad week for Creasel. So
That's really bad.
you have
Hey,
a chance tonight to
Could
put
have used
the,
a big week this week,
the
but
fear of death into Zach and Creasel specifically.
Speaking of our sweet love, the main man, the myth, the
Unbelievable.
legend, John Creasel. Today is a live day. We're glad you're here, Johnny Creasel. We love you, brother.
Absolutely. 100%.
Yeah.
Isn't he normally in Vegas for this?
Yeah.
But they had the big day for him yesterday at the
which was sweet.
at the bank.
Man. That was awesome.
Yeah, good deal, man. Very cool. Well
Should
done.
have flown out right after the game.
He probably did.
He might be there now.
He might be there now. He might have just decided on a whim.
Say hi to my bottom half.
Yeah.
I don't think they're going to
Future location.
Oh, you're talking to Crease.
And my index finger.
You want to do a 2-for-1? Oh.
Yeah. Yeah, we should. Yeah.
Money.
You know what? I do want my index finger to be with you for eternity.
Oh, wow.
Aw. It's the nicest thing you've ever said to
I know.
me.
I feel like I was really nice just now.
Damn near proposed.
Man, I'm pretty sure I ordered a vacuum about 3 months ago and never got it. But I can't tell.
Well, that
What
sucks.
Ah!
Sorry.
Oh.
I don't know what happened. So I'm saying. I just was about to order a vacuum and I thought to myself, I think I already did.
What website did you order it on?
If you got it on Amazon, it'll be in
Yeah.
your past orders.
point.
You can go through your order history.
I ain't got time for that. I think I spent like $700. I don't know. Probably not. Man, guys, oh, Lord. I don't know how to tell you guys this story. I got a story I got to tell you. I don't know how to do it. It's disgusting. It's just disgusting, and I don't want to disgust anybody. They're already disgusted because the roads are slick and people are going 20 or 100. No in between.
Yeah, 100%.
But I started working out real hard, right? Because I looked at my body in the mirror and I thought, well, that ain't right. And so I started working out real hard to discover strength again, like just beating my own ass, right? Just great, just the best. Great place to work out. Expensive, but worth it. And I started having to drink a lot of protein because my body needs it, you know? Because I was so sore I could hardly walk and I didn't want to be a B word. I'll say it. I didn't want to be a bitch. I'm going to cry like a bitch. I don't want Godsmack writing songs about me.
That's a Godsmack song.
Don't interrupt me, please.
Sorry. Can I just say one more thing?
About Godsmack?
What random rapper are you going to talk about now?
God, see what I'm
How do you
saying?
not know their entire catalog?
Zach, why does he do this?
About his, you've been
Why does he do that?
taking in a lot of protein.
That's right.
Your farts are going to be terrible.
Listen, I wish they were. I was so constipated yesterday. This is unbelievable what happened to me yesterday.
Oh, no.
Yeah. Zach, do you remember when you and I were here at the radio station together?
Yeah.
And do you remember how I disappeared for about 45 minutes?
Yeah.
I was in there wrestling.
Oh, my God.
You were wrestling?
I was in there wrestling with a boulder.
Oh, my.
Yeah. I was like Jesus trying to get out of that cave. Wait, that doesn't work, but you get my point.
Yeah.
Guys, have you ever had real bad constipation?
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, golly ma.
I'm sorry I couldn't be there for you.
I almost called you.
I could have played the Tom Arnold role.
I almost called you to see if there was an ice cream scooper down here.
Oh, my God.
Your poor butt.
You ain't lying.
Jeez.
You ain't lying.
Oh.
You have no idea what I went through yesterday, Corey. Have you ever had real bad constipation? Be honest for once in your damn life.
Not really, but again, it's probably based on my diet, how it's consistent. It's the same thing all the time.
Right.
But did you just take a laxative, or what'd you have to
no. I mean, yeah, I did that too, but no. I had to do some work.
Oh.
Yeah. If anybody had walked into that bathroom, they'd have called 911.
Did you blow your O-ring?
It sounded like Frankenstein was coming to life in there.
Great use for the bidet, by the way, to break some of that stuff up.
Well, let me tell you right now, mister, because I couldn't get it out, and I left here yesterday. I don't know if you could tell or not, but a tail.
It kind of looked like when you said bye to me.
I
that
did.
you had
I thought I might be saying goodbye for the last time. I did. I thought that might have been it. I thought I was saying, that's why it's emotional. Do you wonder why I was crying?
You had the face of a man who's been through some stuff.
Yeah. You ever have to hover over your car seat on the way home because you got a tail? I have, Corey.
Sick.
So maybe Fabian Moreau didn't have the worst day.
Yeah.
Right? Who would you rather be, Chris or him?
I'm telling you right now. My God, what I did yesterday, what I had to do yesterday. My God. What I had to do yesterday. Oh. Yesterday was my alive day.
Oh.
It was terrible.
Celebrate the anniversary for years to come. Fabian Moreau got S'd on and you couldn't S.
Yeah.
Right.
Can they get you on the field at halftime next year?
I'll tell you right now. There's a fundraiser for me today.
Your poor rim.
Oh, you should have seen it. Oh, it was just an absolute atrocity what happened to me yesterday. You want more information?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Good thing you weren't on the road with the Vikings.
Oh.
Oh, Leo.
Is that a reenactment?
I wrestled with the devil
I
yesterday.
know you were a Boz Skaggs fan.
I am, actually. I love him.
Tons of Vikings coverage between now and 9 o'clock. This is the Power Trip Morning Show on the Fan.
Welcome back, Power Trip Morning Show. Vikings win. 10-2, baby. Who knew? It was like yesterday. It was like, okay, I guess we'll go ahead and score now. All right. Yeah, we fooled around enough. Let's play football. Here we go.
It is weird that, like, you kind of felt like they were going to come back through much of the game still, even when it was really bad. I was like, yeah, for sure.
Yeah, like when it was 4th down on that final drive.
Yeah.
I was like, well, he'll get it.
Yep.
And he did.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, I was wrestling with the devil.
Oh. How long did this wrestling take?
Oh, geez. I was here at the station, and then I left and got home. And, it was a good 3 hours.
That's worse than childbirth.
Oh, I thought for a second I might have to give myself a cesarean section.
Oh, my.
I had to get out of there, man.
Yeah.
I got claustrophobic.
From dumping?
Because there was something blocking the way, and I couldn't get it out.
Oh, that sucks.
Yeah. I was thinking, speaking of that, I was like, should I get the vacuum cleaner? Oh, wait, I never got it.
Yeah.
Man.
Full circle.
Let's call back.
Does it work like that?
I was ready to try anything. I was massaging.
Ready to try.
I was massaging. I mean, I picture Corey.
Wait, massaging what?
My butthole, Corey.
Whoa.
Yeah, it had to be done. I was doing everything I could. You have no idea how obstructed I was. There was a fecal obstruction. Great name for a band.
Yeah. Your dad's in it.
My dad's in the band Fecal Obstruction.
Yeah.
What does he do in that band?
He plays the tambourine.
Wow, it's not a lot of skill.
No.
What kind of music do they play?
Very, very soft jazz.
Wow.
Oh, Owen Wilson thinks that's great.
What is the difference between soft jazz and very, very soft jazz?
It's just at a lower volume.
Same stuff, just quieter?
They call it music for pooping.
Man, I could have used that yesterday.
Yeah,
I
well,
don't know where my dad was.
call and get your dad's album.
I'm going to tell you right now. Once it finally happened, though. And by the way, Max brought it up. I'm stealing your take. It's the truth, Max. I expected to look down and see, like, a stalagmite. Like a dinosaur bone.
Right.
Or like something worthy of an obstruction. And it was just it wasn't. It was just a cannonball.
Oh.
And man, did it look like Vietnam in that toy.
Oh.
Yeah. It did. It did.
Heard the choppers in the background looking at it.
Fortunate son started playing.
All along the watchtower.
Yes.
Bubba's laying there dead.
Yeah.
Why'd it have to be this way?
Bubba.
I just want to go home.
Shot it right out of my buttocks.
Oh, Bubba, why? Because I ate too many protein drinks. And didn't get enough fiber. That's why, Forrest.
You were so constipated you hallucinated a scene from Forrest Gump.
Yeah.
It started to infect your brain.
Lieutenant Dan.
Got in the bloodstream.
Lieutenant Dan, this is worse than what you're going through.
Oh, poor Lieutenant Dan.
His constipation was so bad he lost his legs.
See?
Yeah.
He was pushed too hard.
I'll tell you right now, I really didn't know what to do. I didn't know what to do. I didn't know what to do.
Yeah.
I was going to call in reinforcements, but I didn't know who to call. Again, the massaging. Oh, man. It was the worst.
Such a powerless feeling.
It was.
Your poor anus.
I know. And let me tell you, I babied that sumbitch the rest of the night. I did.
Put on some really, really soft jazz. Drew yourself a bath. Listened to a little fecal obstruction. Called your dad and said, "Nice job on the latest album."
Yeah.
I got out the baby oil
Merry
and greased that
Christmas,
bitch
Dad.
up.
Yeah, did you learn anything after this experience?
Sure did. Sure did.
How much fiber have you had today?
I've been mainlining it.
Well, that's good.
I'm getting the internet. I've got so much fiber.
Oh, brilliant. That's actually a good line.
Thanks.
On a much, much, much lighter note.
What a mess.
Zachary, we have a cool prize to give away this week, all week long on the Power Trip Morning Show, and it starts this morning.
Yeah, we're giving away. We're going to send 2 lucky winners to Ottawa for the 2025 World Junior Championships. It's coming to the Twin Cities next year. For those of you who are, unaware what this is, basically it's like the best college-age hockey players in the world play in this international hockey tournament. It is incredible that every year the hockey is amazing, and we're very excited to bring it here to the Twin Cities next year, I should say. However, this week we're giving away opportunities each day to win this trip to Ottawa. So all you need to do is listen live each day this week for the keyword, then go to KFAN.com, keyword contest, enter the keyword, and then stick close to your phone because in the 8 o'clock hour, we're going to call you and you get to pick who will represent you in initials this Friday, which will feature Mike Madano.
Sweet.
So today's keyword is ICE. I-C-E, ICE. Enter it at KFAN.com, keyword contest. And then again, be ready at in the 8 o'clock hour. We'll, if you are the winner, we'll give you a call. And then you get to pick draft to your Sauce or Hawk or Marnie Parrish or Mike Madano. And then, by the way, too, for the podcast listeners, we'll have a special keyword for you as well. So
5 winners.
Yes, 5 total winners.
And then whoever wins initials on Friday, that person's representative gets the trip for 2 to Ottawa to watch the World
And we should note, passports not included, so make sure you have a passport. And if you
we don't. Wait a minute. We don't provide the passport.
No, we don't.
Why do we not do that?
God, this place is cheap.
We don't have any high government connections. But.
Sauce?
Yes.
At one point yesterday, I was doing the splits on the toilet seat.
My
like
God.
Carrie Strug.
Wow.
Did you just Google a gymnast? Or is that a name you know?
That's a name that I knew.
Because I heard you typing, and then you immediately said Carrie Strug. I'm like, what are the chances you just Googled female American gymnast?
It's funny you say it, because that's why I was typing that, and then I remembered her name at the last second. Like Carrie Strug.
Well, by the way, God, what's his?
Belarus?
I always want to say Bela Lugosi, but it's Bela Karolyi, right?
That's him,
I think you're right.
He just died like a week or 2 ago.
did.
The guy that famously, carried her off after she had the injury, but still nailed that. Was it the vault? What did she nail?
I think it was
the
the
That
vault.
was the one where you run and then you jump and you twist in the air.
So she nails the vault, and then Bela Karolyi carried her off, and there was that awesome sketch on Saturday Night Live about it as well. On Weekend Update, it was fantastic. Anyway, that dude was 80 or something, 80 plus, and he just died.
Oh, Rosie.
He had a moment, man. That was a huge sports moment in the 90s.
It sure was. And then he died of constipation, which I almost did yesterday.
Yeah, you were doing the splits
What
over
a
the
mess.
toilet.
You're going to start drinking prune juice like old people.
Let me tell you right now, if that's what it takes, I don't want to go through what I went through yesterday ever again. I'm not kidding you. I'll shoot it right up inside there. I don't care. I had 700 people telling me different things I could do, and all of them involved putting things in my butt. It was like a night for Saturday night with Zach.
Wow.
Just the bottom half in Las Vegas.
Yep.
Yes.
Your poor
golly,
butt.
Ma. Oh.
I feel like you're about to light up a cigarette right now.
I tell you right now.
Should we give the other tickets away, Zachary, or not?
What other tickets?
At the Dakota on Tuesday, Fecal Obstruction is playing 2 shows,
wow.
7 o'clock and 9 o'clock.
Your dad's in
For
town.
very, very soft jazz.
Very soft jazz.
And we have tickets to give away.
You know, a lot of people, they wear earmuffs and stuff, and because the music is so loud. When you go to a Fecal Impaction concert, they give you
Obstruction.
Impaction.
That's the opening band.
Yeah, your dad's in both of them.
Oh, he opens for himself?
Yeah.
What an egomaniac.
Yeah, well,
Let somebody else have a time to shine.
He wears a disguise.
It's like a Perfect Circle and Tool, Maynard.
Yeah.
He
It's clearly just him with a mustache. He's fooling no one.
He's got
He
the
never
Groucho
admits it.
glasses.
It's like Andy Kaufman.
Okay.
Yep. He never admits it.
Front Page Sports is next.
Joke, and I screwed it up.
This is the Power Trip Morning Show on the Fan.
Oh, they give you hearing aids because it's such light jazz. That's what it was. Damn it. 6:08. Good morning, everybody. Look at us. Vikings victory Monday once again. We got big prizes we're giving away. All kinds of stuff going on.
Hell yeah.
It's slicker than dog snot out there, so y'all be careful. And please find something between 120 miles per hour.
And find a lane.
Yeah.
The gal that almost hit me on the way in doesn't understand that when there's two tire tracks that have plowed through the snow, right? It almost doesn't matter if that's where the actual lanes are or not. It's like, all right, the society, the population of vehicles has decided this is the path, right?
Here's where to go.
Right, so here's two, hi Mike Grimm.
Hello.
There are two clear tire tracks. This is the path. Well, she had her left tire in the right track. It's like, what lane do you think you're in? You have one tire in the right spot.
So her right tires were just in snow.
In the snow.
Yeah, no good.
And so I'm in the two tire track lane.
You can't pass her.
And I try to give her the whole, rode her a little too close. I'm trying to give her the signal.
The nudge.
Buddy, move over. Right? Or get in front of me. I don't care, but you got to pick one.
And you're sure
she
it was
didn't.
a woman?
Yep, because eventually I passed her and she...
I thought maybe you were making assumptions there.
She looked terrified. She had her hands at...
10 and 2.
10 and 2, just like the Vikings. Here we go. Front Page Sports. Let's talk about the old purple. They're continuing to kick some ass.
Time now for Front Page Sports, presented by Holiday Station Store.
Holiday Station Stores, Red Bull 8.5 ounces, 3 for $6.50 for a limited time at Holiday. You can mix and match any flavors you want. Red Bull, 3 for $6.50. Get boosted, your energy boosted at Holiday with your favorite Red Bull flavors. Your wings are waiting.
Hell yeah, man.
I wish Red Bull actually did give me wings.
Well, that'd be cool.
That would be cool to fly.
You know what they say about earning your wings.
Relax. Take a deep breath, please.
The Minnesota Vikings come back from 13 down. They were down 19-6, and they beat the Cardinals 23-22.
Hell yeah, man.
Aaron Jones fumbled 56 times, but caught the game-winning touchdown with 1 minute and 13 seconds to go. That was the only Vikings lead of the entire game. Sam Darnold hit Justin Jefferson on a 4th and 7 on that drive to keep that drive alive. So, yeah, rough game for Jones, but the ultimate redemption, right? He had 2 fumbles, one that was lost, and then he also dropped an earlier touchdown. Tough catch, you got to lay out for it.
It's tough, man, yeah.
But it's the old cliche in professional football. He got both hands on the ball. I know it's a very tough catch, and you are, Supermaning it to get it, but it hit him in both hands. So, dropped in a touchdown, had a couple of fumbles, just wasn't his day, did not have a lot of yards on the ground. Was on the sidelines for a little bit. It looked like KOC was going to stick with Akers for a good chunk of the time. But they gave him a chance at redemption. They called the play for him, and game winner with 1:13 to go.
Super Manning would be a great name for one of Archie Manning's grandsons.
It's not bad.
Sauce, you do one.
Me? Do one?
Would be a funny name for another one of the Manning kids.
Danny Manning.
Wow, you...
Danny Manning.
Are
Wasn't that
an
a basketball player?
improv master.
Wasn't Danny Manning a basketball player?
Sure was.
See what I
1988
do there?
Kansas national champion.
That was what I was going to say.
Yeah, Huck knew that.
Was he the first pick in the draft, too?
Sure.
Yeah, he was. Everyone was tanking to get him. He ended up not being.
No, he
was
wasn't
good, but he wasn't
yeah,
great.
exactly.
Yeah.
Played a lot on the Clippers.
Yeah.
And nobody back then was good when they played on the Clippers.
No one.
So I mentioned it earlier, but Sam Darnold was 0-23 as a starter when he was down 13 or more in his career, but now 1-23. First big-time comeback for Sam Darnold, and he was a big part of it, had a couple of touchdowns, 235 yards, no interceptions, a 111.6 passer rating. Speaking of that, how about this? That is now his 10th game already this year, over 100 for a passer rating. That already ties the Vikings record with Brett Favre and Dante Culpepper. And he has 5 games to go.
Oh, sweet.
Let's go.
Crazy. Up next, the 4 interception throwing Kirk Cousins and the Atlanta Falcons. They come to U.S. Bank Stadium Sunday at noon right here on The Fan.
Yeah, that's
man.
That was brutal yesterday.
Super man.
Yeah, brutal.
What a weird division.
Yeah.
I mean, the Panthers, if they had won yesterday, they would technically still be in it.
Yeah, they blew that game.
That's how weird that division is. And the Buccaneers have been hobbled and hurt all season, and they're still in it. It's just, man, the NFC South, abolish it.
Yeah. Falcons have lost 3 straight.
Yeah.
They lost 2 weeks ago, 38-6 to Denver.
There's no way they're that talented on paper and that bad offensively.
Is Thursday the Lions-Packers game?
Yes, sir.
And where's that at?
Detroit.
Okay.
Kevin O'Connell has been coach of the Minnesota Vikings now for 3 seasons. This is season number 3. Pretty easy, but how many of the 3 has he got to 10 or more wins?
2?
2 out of the 3 already,
That's
right?
right. Wowzers.
Mike Zimmer was head coach of the Minnesota Vikings for 8 seasons. How many years did Mike Zimmer get to 10 wins or more? Grimmer, feel free to help out. You're good at this stuff.
2. 2, maybe.
I think it's 2.
I'd say 2.
0.
Sauce, what's your guess?
1.
Got there 3 times. 3 out of the 8.
Okay.
KOC's already 2 out of 3.
Wow.
He the man.
Very nice.
Pretty good, right?
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
very good.
Yeah. Didn't seem like a possibility this year.
It's just crazy too. Like next week was supposed to be kind of like this like break in a bad season that, at least we have something to look forward to. And now I don't even care about Kirk. I don't really care about that
Atlanta
game.
does either.
I just want to win.
No doubt.
There's no drama. Whatever. We have blown past that, and clearly the Vikings made the right decision and all that. It's not even close.
Man.
What a weird.
They're in a really
league.
weird spot in Atlanta with Kirk.
Yeah.
Because if he is cut, they owe him $65 million. He has a dead cap of $65 million.
Ain't no big deal.
And they drafted his replacement already.
Yeah.
Does he want to be on our practice squad?
I don't know. I doubt it. I think this is the last.
Did you
place
ask
he
him?
comes Back. No, but I would bet this is the last place he comes back.
Saw 17 hours ago you tweeted, Marvin Harrison gives less effort than I do.
So I watched him on almost every play because I had him in the Charge Challenge. When the play doesn't go to him, he really could care less. But when it does go to him, he's dynamite. You asked.
How did he do for you?
You got 12 points. Caught a touchdown. Touchdowns are the equalizer.
How about those Golden Gophers on Friday?
Yeah, nice. Very
Domination.
Yeah.
Yeah, they over the years they've had good luck against quarterbacks that aren't very good, and Wisconsin's quarterback's not very good, so they went and dominated that game.
Do you think Luke Fickell regrets leaving Cincinnati?
Good question. I don't think he regrets it. I don't think he regrets it.
Regrets the money?
I don't think he regrets it every other Friday when the check clears.
Right.
I was surprised at how bitter people are there about it. And
about him specifically?
Yeah,
they're not fans of him already?
Well, no, because he changed the identity. And, I mean, we talked about it a couple of weeks ago. Alvarez is on the Milwaukee radio station. I don't know what our identity is. I mean, I know he has no official role anymore, but when the Godfather speaks, that kind of influences people's opinions.
By the way, that's fantastic. Milwaukee has radio now.
Yeah, how about that? Just started.
Really?
And so someone was telling me his buyout is like $38 or $40 million if they were to fire him right now. So I don't think in today's landscape of college sports that is going to happen. And maybe it shouldn't. I mean, I think we're probably premature in saying it's been a failure. He's now been there 2 years, and both years he's had to basically navigate the season with a backup quarterback. And last year, part of it was a third-string quarterback. It's just hard to win if you don't have a good quarterback.
Still super fun to see that 22-year streak come to an end. So
no doubt.
This was a season of missed opportunities for the Gophers, right? 2 or 3 go the other way.
Yeah.
And we're talking, wow, this thing really talking about overachieving and getting where you want to be with Brosmer. Missed opportunities, but it does feel really good to basically dagger their season and dagger their chances at a bowl and give them a losing season for the first time in 22 years.
Then you get the axe. Maybe you move up in the bowl pecking order. Who knows where they go? But and in this new
what's the projection? If you had to guess right now, where are you going?
Charlotte, probably.
What bowl is
That's
that?
the Duke's Mayo Bowl, where the winning coach gets the mayonnaise dumped on him. Have you seen that before?
I mean, who wants that? I'm talking
That's
about
hot.
like PJ doesn't want a bunch of mayo dumped on him.
Well,
that's
if you
disgusting.
win, that's the agreement.
That's disgusting. Paul, your hands up.
Who's going to get the text from Tommy first, do you think?
About the mayo?
Yep.
He's going to be the honorary Mayo giver.
He's going to have to go to the Mayo. He's got so much mayo on him.
He's going to want to meet Duke himself.
Duke himself.
To get it straight from the source.
That's his god.
Have you guys ever heard of Duke's Mayo before?
Yeah.
Sure, man.
No.
Yeah.
When I was a kid, that's what we used.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's real mayo. It's not what's
Miracle
that?
Whip.
Miracle Whip, yeah.
Do you know who they're projected to play in the Duke's Mayo Bowl?
Sid Hartman.
Duke.
Yeah.
Yep.
Well, that's not fair. It's their mayo.
Yeah, they own the Mayo.
Well, Tommy's
It's
on his way.
rigged.
So we have the Mayo Clinic. Duke has the Mayo.
Yeah.
I like this Mayo
good matchup.
Bowl.
Keep on going,
It's
baby.
a good matchup.
OJ Mayo is going to be there.
He will. He will.
Remember him?
He got traded
Drag
for
on
Kevin
Mayo,
Love,
Sitch.
right, or
That was the
someone?
Kevin Love trade.
Yeah.
Yep. We had him for a second.
Yeah. I think the headline in the newspaper, right, was that they drafted Mayo, and then the trade happened like at midnight or something.
It was a late trade,
and by
right?
the next day, the newspaper was...
If I remember right, Henry Lake sent me a text like, they did it again. And I'm like, they did what again? You know, like, because I was half asleep. Yeah. Oh, he made another trade. Yeah. Kevin Love. And Kevin Love was 1,000 times better than OJ Mayo.
Yes.
But hard to project at the time because he was a pudgy white kid from UCLA. He looked like he was going to be super unathletic and lame and dumb and stupid. and then he was super good.
And he was good.
Wow.
And he was super good, and OJ Mayo was a bust.
You could see
Kevin
that
Love
he was stupid?
Yo, you could see it.
Wow.
I said one of those
Are
dumb...
you the Oracle?
The Oracle?
I don't know.
That's
It
a great
sounded-
reference from The Matrix. Good thinking.
Yeah, that was the reference you made.
I just like the word Oracle.
Where did
I
you
can
think
tell.
the Oracle was from? Because you didn't know that was from The Matrix.
No, isn't the Oracle... Isn't that from Neverending Story?
There is an Oracle in the Neverending Story, exactly. Yeah.
Look at you.
Look at that.
Very good.
Quoting literature.
Anyway, what were we
It's a
talking
book.
about? Oh, yeah, Mayo.
I like mayo.
Yeah. So either that, maybe Nashville, maybe Phoenix. It's probably
Where
one of
would
those
you
three
prefer
cities.
to go?
Not
Charlotte.
I haven't taken a deep dive in. Charlotte is it's a January 3rd bowl.
Great city, though.
Yeah, Charlotte's
Wait, we could go
sweet.
there.
Yeah, it's a.
I don't think I have anything going on.
I think it's a
January 3rd.
Saturday.
Well, unless you're constipated
Let's
again.
go.
Well, listen,
Yeah, let's do it.
I need some mayo. Grease it up in there, baby.
Oh, my God.
Help me.
I saw a couple of people talking about the
Greasing me
pinstripe bowl
up?
again.
Yeah, that
Fingers
could be in
crossed
the
that
mix
doesn't
as well.
happen.
Keep your fingers
I
away.
actually liked the trip. I like New York, not to live, but to visit. So it was fine with me. But the field was no good. And from a radio perspective, which nobody cares about,
You're a million miles away, right?
we were in the end zone.
Yeah.
In the end zone looking through the goalpost. We were from, I literally was sitting in John Sterling's seat, which was kind of cool. We were in the Yankees home radio booth.
That's sweet.
But it's in the end zone, the back of the end zone. So you're looking, I basically did the game off the TV monitor.
More importantly, what gets dumped on PJ if you win the Pinstripe Bowl?
Nothing.
Well, that's lame.
Cookies.
Well, Tommy's out then.
Yeah, let's dump cookies on him. That sounds good.
Actually, that's not bad, doesn't it?
Just cookie dough would be better. Cookie dough's better than cookies.
So they give the coach the option beforehand. Would you do it?
Do what?
Say yes if we win, you can dump the mayo on.
No, I'd say no.
I'll
don't wanna
try
get-
But then you're going to be
on me.
looked at as a real.
I'm that anyway. Who cares?
That's true.
You got to be self-aware.
Yeah, that's right.
Would you say yes to being dumped in, Corey?
Man. This is
or have dumped on you.
This is Hawk's dad's dream.
Why is it my dad's dream?
I would say any of the things that I'm already currently comfortable eating. Like, go ahead and dump maple syrup on me or honey.
Dookie mayo bowl.
Yeah.
Or what
Your
else?
dad desperately wants to be dumped on.
Oh,
Your dad likes
Chocolate
sex
syrup.
with me.
All right, we got to the
chocolate
point.
syrup.
Whipped cream.
You'd get the Hershey's bowl.
Yeah, the Hershey's bowl.
And then they would dump a big thing of chocolate
Dungeon
syrup.
sex slave bowl.
Yeah,
The Hershey's bowl was Hawk's toilet a couple days ago.
Oh, gosh.
Let's do what really matters when we come back.
Looks
More
like a
with Mike
soup
Grimm.
out of hell.
We got to play the sound bite from this weekend as well from Grimmer, and then Ben Lieber should be here shortly. This is the Power Trip Morning Show on The Fan.
The Fan.
All right, 6:30. Second day of December. Here we are. Mike Grimm in the studio.
Hello.
Hi. When's the next Gopher basketball squad game?
Let's see. Wednesday, Michigan State. The Gophers open Big Ten play Wednesday.
Did they end up winning that game on Friday?
Friday they lost to Wake Forest. And then
okay.
I missed the Vikings game yesterday because the Gophers played Bethune-Cookman at 2 o'clock.
And how'd that go?
The Gophers won the game by 17, I believe.
Would that make him 6-3 on the season then?
They are 6-3 That's exactly
Good.
right. Yeah.
How's our boy Parker doing?
Good. Yeah, he had a. I did not see it because I was not in Orlando with the team, but he had apparently just an amazing alley-oop slam dunk that made all the highlight shows. It's sweet. I've not seen the dunk yet, so we should maybe look it up. But yeah,
last question about it is Wednesday's game a home game?
it is 7:30.
Ooh, that changes everything.
You should go, Hawks.
I think you're probably right.
Come on out. Come on out.
If I'm not wrestling with the demon.
Oh man, they do have restrooms at the Williams
Yeah,
Arena.
but there's nothing about that I want to do in public.
Yeah.
And the plumbing's about 100 years
Yeah, you
old, so
could
whatever
have
he
some-
creates,
I'm not that old,
that's
brother.
not going anywhere.
No, not your plumbing.
It looks like it's about 100 years old now.
Well, massage it more.
Yeah.
Oh my
Let's do what really matters. I do scores and stats around the world of sports.
We got lines to play too.
Chris will change your life with something else, including Mike Grimm's call
really matters
on Black Friday. The Vikings beat the Cardinals 23-22. They came back from 13 down. They moved to 10-2 on the season. Just one game behind the Lions. Of course, the Lions have the tiebreaker because they beat us. But again, when Sam Darnold rolls out, if he just doesn't float it over the top of Justin Jefferson and the Vikings pick up that first down, the Vikings probably wouldn't have guaranteed it because there was still a couple of minutes left, but probably find a way to hold on and win against Detroit.
Yeah.
And the Vikings would be 11-1.
Think about
the
that.
Lions would be 10-2 if nothing else changed, right? Butterfly effect, but still. And they would be a game and a half essentially behind us with 5 to go. That's game of inches. It's a phrase that I coined a couple of weeks ago.
Yeah,
that football's a game of inches.
Just, it's genius too.
Wow, let me
Thank
think
you.
about that. That's really something.
That's really good.
Yep.
I could have used a couple more inches of.
That's also a game of inches.
Yeah.
But what really matters is this.
Mike Grimm.
You'll get there.
Michael Grimm.
Yes.
Voice of Gopher football, basketball, and I believe backgammon.
We have a hell of a backgammon team.
Oh, good for
Does
you.
anybody here know how to play backgammon? I've heard it's really
It's a
fun.
very intimidating looking board.
Agreed. It is an intimidating looking board. It looks like
nobody knows how to play. Do you know?
I've never played.
I used
I bet
to.
Ben Lieber has.
I've heard it's fantastic.
Hi, Ben.
I used to know how to play backgammon, and I actually really enjoyed playing backgammon, but I forgot.
Yeah.
Do you know how to play Peter Gammon?
I do.
Is he still with us?
I don't know. I don't know who it is. Just remember the name.
Do you use the skin flip with that or no?
I can.
Whoa.
Okay.
Yeah. I could use a skin graft back down
I
the
heard.
stairs.
Yeah,
God.
boys. We all heard.
He was showing us
That
how he was
sucker-
trying to get it out.
Oh, God. I thought you can't pause there. You said he was showing us and took a breath. I'm like, showing him? What did he show
He
you?
was showing us how he was massaging his anus.
Right. Did you learn anything?
Don't eat a bunch of protein.
Ben, you ever been there?
Oh, yeah, for sure.
You ever had to massage it?
Nope.
Get it out of there?
Nope. No, you do you wiggle a lot. You try to do whatever you can. You change your angle.
You make deals with the gods.
You make deals with gods and devils and everybody.
Yeah.
Just get this beast out of me.
Yeah.
You just careful not to prolapse the whole thing.
I don't know
you
what
know
that
whenever
means.
Oh, that's the image of the day.
Yeah,
Gross.
you just don't want your anus to like
follow it out.
Follow it out. Yeah.
Like a wizard sleeve.
Yeah. Like, you know how you take off like a latex glove, and you just like you pull it off like that. Like you don't want it to do that.
No, no, I don't. Now that I didn't know that was an option.
Yeah, it can happen.
Yeah, be careful.
I'd rather go Elvis Presley on it.
There have been weightlifters that do that when they're squatting. They'll prolapse their anus.
Oh my!
How do you fix that?
I don't know. I'm not a doctor.
If you hold your breath and squeeze real hard, can you suck it back in?
My God!
You try.
I think it needs a doctor.
You definitely need a doctor.
I think hockey needs a doctor.
Yes, that's what I meant.
It still hurts right now.
I tell you what, though, you got to be. It's tricky with the protein stuff because it can be either one. It can bottle you up like a hibernating bear, or it can make you poop through a screen door, not get anything on the wires. Like it is like
the Tennessee Trots.
Yeah.
Man, did I quit I picked the wrong week to quit sniffing glue. I can tell you that much, right? You know. Speaking of that, I heard him say that on Friday, on Black Friday.
Yeah.
These guys gave me 2 lines.
2 lines. That's what I heard. I heard you had a couple. Did you have a bonus line as well? Didn't somebody say that you could slip in a third if you had the time?
Yes, it was Meat Sauce wanted me in honor of Ben Lieber, and I did not. Now that you mention it, I totally spaced that part off. What was it?
Mr. Unlimited.
Yeah, he wanted me to get in Mr. Unlimited.
Oh, God.
Who, by the way, is playing his ass
He's
off.
playing. He's
great.
He really has
he's
turned
playing
into Mr. Unlimited.
really well.
Wow.
Yeah. Oh, I got to give him credit. He's playing really well.
Here's Michael Grimm from Friday, getting those lines in.
2 minutes ago, Minnesota 24-7, student section. The only folks left are the ones wearing maroon and gold, yes, in the student section. Those students from Wisconsin heading back to the dorms on this Thanksgiving break, probably thinking they picked the wrong week to quit sniffing glue.
Really?
Yeah. It's never a good week to be sniffing glue, I'll tell you that much.
That's for sure. So it is a handoff situation here, not a kneel down. Wisconsin has 1 timeout left. It's a handoff to Taylor. Stutter steps his way for a gain of about 4. Doubtful Wisconsin takes a timeout here. The Gophers would like a first down, though.
To get this is a big victory, and to have the axe is even a bigger deal, Mike.
Yeah, and you get Saturday off tomorrow. You can watch movies. You like movies about gladiators?
I will be watching some gladiator movies, probably not tomorrow. I'll probably watch some football tomorrow.
Football tomorrow. Tony Nelson is in now at one of the tackle positions, right tackle.
Absolutely.
That's the creepiest thing I've ever heard.
That's the best.
That was fantastic. And again,
that was brilliant.
Here's why
You play it again.
But tell us what tell them what you told me off air, because here's why this is even better than I thought. When the line is
I took a little liberty with the line.
But it's better this way.
Yeah.
The line is I picked the wrong week to stop sniffing glue. You hinted that the Wisconsin fan section, the students section, that they picked the wrong week to stop sniffing glue, which means it sounds like you say that a bunch of Scotties are sniffing glue.
So I had a few people tweet at me. They said, loved you trolling the student section, as if that was just a line that I came up with to troll them. And then one guy was pissed off that, why would you say that? That's terrible.
Classless,
to say something about the students. Man. So we had some folks that
but the gladiator line is delivered like you need to go to jail.
Yeah, out here. The Gophers would like a first down, though.
To get this is a big victory, and to have the axe is even a bigger deal, Mike.
Yeah, and you get Saturday off tomorrow. You can watch movies. You like movies about gladiators?
I will be watching some gladiator movies, probably not tomorrow. I'll probably watch some football tomorrow.
Football tomorrow. Tony Nelson is in now at one of the tackle positions. Right tackle.
Borderline frightening.
Yeah.
So what does Daryl Thompson say to you when that segment was over?
I think he didn't. He knew that the sniffing glue line was
the line.
Well, he didn't know it ahead of time. He knew when I said it, and there was a pause. You could see he looked at me, and he didn't really know what to say. So he just laughed and then said, "Yeah, it's never a good time to sniff glue." I don't think we talked about it. I don't think he caught on to the gladiator.
So he thought you just wanted to know if he was going to watch some gladiator movies.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's a top 5.
That was good.
That's top 3. I mean, that goes up there with you want to get some cheeseburgers.
That was the best one ever.
Cemetery?
The cemetery one was the best one of all
Oh,
time.
my God.
So
well
good.
done, sir.
All right.
What a way to end the season.
Not bad.
We got one more, right? We can do
got
one
a bowl
more.
game. Yeah, we got a bowl
Yeah.
game.
That was a
And
regular season. That was all right.
we'll see where we head for that. The Arizona game, I think.
When do we find out, by the way? How quick is it?
Should be Sunday.
Yeah, because they
okay.
have the championship games, conference championship games next weekend.
So who will be in the Big Ten, by the way, conference championship game?
Penn State takes on Oregon with Michigan beating Ohio State.
Oregon's
So,
a 3-point favorite.
is that right? And that's in Indianapolis still? I guess I don't even know.
That game was a disaster, but man, was the end of that game fun.
Yes.
Michigan and Ohio State.
How about our guy Gus Johnson on that interception?
Oh, yeah.
He hit the he was.
It didn't even sound like him.
You couldn't even. I mean, he was so. Yeah, that was crazy. That was crazy.
I like massive brawls after wins.
Massive
and that
brawls
was
are
like
great.
those both are good. And I don't know when I know that there's been over the course of time flags being planted and those kind of things, but why was Saturday the day that everyone decided to do that?
I don't know. It was something in the water, man.
I mean, that's not like a normal tradition, right? I mean,
There's like 7 or 8 different fights.
The best one was the mascot fight with Arizona and Arizona State.
That was excellent. It was just like a little playful thing, right? And the next thing you know, they're throwing.
I don't know. The Arizona State dude, he was throwing
Was his name
punches.
Is he Sparky? Is that his
Might
name?
be.
I think it's.
Here's the wild thing.
Clark Griswold.
Yeah.
Think about this. Oregon is probably going to win the Big Ten.
Yeah.
I mean, they are favored, and they probably should win by more than that.
Agreed.
Arizona State is going to win the Big 12.
Yeah.
They are so freaking good.
It's amazing.
So
They were picked last in the
two
Big
of the Pac-12 teams that added to these other like supposed super conferences are just wiping people up.
And the guy at Arizona State came from Oregon, right?
Yeah.
The head coach,
Yeah.
I think, Dillingham.
And
they were
he-
picked
and he's
last.
hil- and
They were
he's
picked
hilarious
last
to
in the
listen
Big
to.
12.
Yeah.
The team that was picked to win it was Utah. They finished second to last. The
Yeah.
team that finished last was picked third, Oklahoma State. What a crazy Big 12 it was. But,
Thanks, Grimmer. That was the best.
What a
That
great
was
season
fantastic.
we've had.
Well done.
We're going to keep you up to date, though, because we got a lot of basketball for you to cover.
Yeah.
Let's
Let me
keep
know.
this up,
Let me know
shall
when
we?
you want me to stop in. Yes, sir.
Wild news in a second, and of course, what really matters and more with Ben Lieber. We'll talk Vikings, the 23-22 win over the Arizona Cardinals. More of the Power Trip Morning Show after this on The Fan.
The Fan.
Hey, Rubes, this football season, Bell Bank is giving one KFAN listener each week $1,000 to pay it forward to a charity of their choices. Head over to KFAN.com, keyword contest to learn more, and enter today. That's KFAN.com, keyword contests.
All right, wild news brought to you by our friends at Catalyst Supply and CatalystSupplyCo.com. Thanks, Catalyst. Love Catalyst. Wild hosting Vancouver. That's tomorrow at 7 o'clock. How about your Minnesota Wild? They are tied with the Winnipeg Jets. 36 points. They both lead the NHL. However, the Wild have played one fewer game, so you could argue the Wild have the best record in the NHL.
How about that?
They have won 3 straight games. They are 16-4-4, including a overtime win against Nashville, 3-2 on Saturday. Spurgeon from Kirill Kaprizov, game winner in overtime. So they have the Vancouver Canucks tomorrow, 7 o'clock at the X, and then 3 on the road after that. That is Wild news, thanks to Catalyst Supply.
Good job, Wild.
Yeah.
Best team in the NHL.
Weekend?
So fun to watch them.
It'll be interesting tomorrow because the Canucks aren't great, but their goalie is now 10-0 on the road to start this season. It's an NHL record, so he's looking to add to that, Kevin Lankinen, tomorrow night. But hopefully the Wild take care of business again and keep
His
running
name's
those points
Kevin
up.
Lincoln?
Lankinen.
Oh, Lincoln.
Oh. His name's Kevin.
Neat.
Great.
Nobody asked you, Kevin.
No.
Nobody asked you, Kevin!
Thank
There
you.
it is.
But what really matters is this.
Ben,
Yeah,
the Vikes win.
they did.
Congratulations.
Yeah.
Well, thanks. I'm taking full credit for it.
Yeah. At any point yesterday, did you think it's all over? Or did you feel like we were going to pull that thing off the whole time?
To be honest with you, I felt like we were going to win the whole time.
Yeah.
And I did ask myself at one point, I'm like, are we really going to lose to Arizona? And I'm not saying that to like, diminish Arizona because after you prep for them and you watch them, you're like, holy cow, these guys are good, man. Like their record does not indicate how good they are. So I knew it was going to be way closer than maybe people thought just initially on paper. But as the game is being played, I'm like, we're not really going to lose to these guys, are we? And I just, I never really got that stressed obviously until the end and the clock's starting to wind down and you're like, oh boy, we don't have a lot of chances left. So I wasn't as nervous as maybe I have in the past. And I guess credit to, what Kevin's been talking about this whole time is like, they're a resilient group that just never gives up. They play 60 minutes and I believe him.
Yeah.
I don't know. Did you feel super nervous or no?
Even on the fourth down, when the game could have ended after that play, I was like, I think we'll probably get this. And that is such a different feeling.
I know.
To be affiliated with this team and feel confidence like that is such a different feeling.
Yeah, the only time we've ever felt that, I think, for an entire season was 98.
You are correct.
It didn't matter if it was 4th and 17. It's like, well, just chuck it to Moss. I'm sure we'll get it.
Yeah.
The confidence level when it was 4th and whatever or 3rd and whatever was off the charts.
Yeah.
Correct.
I don't feel that with this team, but I did feel that on that 4th and 7. I'm like, I think we're going to actually get this.
Yeah.
I'm a little surprised it was that easy to get to Jefferson, get the ball to Jefferson, because he was pretty open for a 4th and 7.
Yeah.
I thought it would be a little more difficult than that, but that was an easy kind of throw and catch, and let's move the chains, and then boom, they give Aaron Jones a chance at redemption, and he takes it to the house.
Which is sweet.
Yeah. And speaking of Moss, I think everybody around here, thoughts and prayers to whatever he's dealing with and battling. I mean, he came out on social media, if you guys didn't see that.
I did
just
not.
basically said that he's dealing with something internal. And
sounds like he has been for a while, too, right?
Been, yeah.
So whatever it is, it's not over.
Yeah. And it sounds like it's very much like a male thing because he's like, hey, all you guys out there, make sure you guys get your tests done, get your blood work done, blah, blah, blah.
Oh, no.
So, we could be like prostate, testicular, I don't know. But hope he's doing well.
Yeah, me too. Wow.
Best receiver of all time.
Not even close.
Loading in some audio, and I haven't heard this yet, but apparently JJ told the coaches at halftime they needed to get him the ball. Here's Justin Jefferson.
Trying to tell these guys to give me the ball a little bit. Coming off the first half, I only had 3 targets. So that second half, they kind of got me into the game plan a little bit more, kind of got me into those zone coverages. They played a lot of cover 2, and they didn't really, too much double me too much. So I was able to kind of sit in those holes in the zone, and Sam found me plenty of times.
Including on 4th down.
Yeah, how about that?
Yeah. So the crazy thing is when I was watching some of the film back of the last couple of games, and we keep talking about JJ's getting doubled and all this other stuff, there are times where certain situations they will put 2 guys sort of on him, whether it's a corner with a safety over the top. But most of the time, so going back to last game in Chicago, all they did was play either cover 2 or cover 3. And that was it. They didn't, there were times where they played man defense and all this other stuff. And just like any defense, they'll mix it up. But it's not, when you're watching the film, it's not like this egregious amount of double teams. It just seems like to me, whenever they're playing those 2 coverages, if you're on the side of Justin, whether he lines up there or he motions there, all of the second level defenders, whether it's the nickel, it's the linebackers, they're just taking deeper drops. They're taking uncharacteristically deeper drops than they would in cover 3 and cover 4 or cover 2. And so it looks like they're putting 2 guys on him, but they're really just making sure that they have a guy that's taking away the window underneath and a guy over the top. And so they understand their defense. There's always going to be a safety over the top in a cover 2 situation and yada, yada, yada. It just seems like they understand the tendency of what Justin does and what we have him do. Justin runs a lot of deep routes. So err on the side of tendencies. And if he's going to be running deeper routes, well, then you just deepen your drop if you're going to be on that side of Justin. So, yes, it's making it difficult for them, but also they're just kind of playing into the tendencies of what we have Justin do.
All right, now let's talk dirt. Let's talk gossip.
Okay.
You had a chance to talk to Justin Jefferson after the game, and he said that he has not talked to Kirk Cousins since Kirk Cousins left for the Atlanta Falcons. You played in the NFL. Is that weird to you that a guy that was that close to JJ has not reached out in the last, what has it been? I don't know, 9 months?
So if I was doing TMZ Sports interview, I would have 100% asked to follow up. Why is that? But I didn't think that it was appropriate to go down a personal situation.
You think it's weird or not?
I do think it's very weird because I actually thought that they had a much tighter bond and a chemistry between the two.
It goes both ways, though, right? Couldn't Justin have reached out to Kirk? It goes both ways, correct?
Yeah, same. I mean, obviously, there's a disconnect, and maybe they weren't as tight as we all thought when they were together. But to leave the team after that many years together and basically helping create Justin, creating this persona and this player that Justin is, you would think that there would be a tighter relationship, and both ways, guys reaching out to each other, talking and just checking in on even just a text message. But it sounds like it's nothing. So I do think that that is very interesting.
Yeah, it was weird. After that was said on the old broadcast, there were people on Twitter going like, "Man, what's wrong with Kirk?" I'm like, "Well, it can go the other way."
Ways,
Justin could say, "Hey, how's Atlanta going?" And then if Kirk doesn't respond, then there's something up the other way. Either way, I'm with you. I thought those two were tight. How many times did Justin go to bat for Kirk? Right, Kirk's my guy. Kirk's one of the best. When people were naming the best quarterbacks in the league, anytime Kirk got left off the list, Justin would be screaming, "No, Kirk." So it seemed like they had each other's back tons of times here. So it's weird that it's just ice cold now. That doesn't mean they dislike each other. It's just weird that there's not a tighter bond.
If I ever get fired, you guys will never hear from me again.
Sure. Even likewise.
Even you, Dorn.
That's the dream, is to win the lottery and then just disappear and say, good luck to all of you. I wish you the best.
Oh.
Now, see you later.
Well, he said if he got fired, he'd never talk to us again. That's sad.
Why?
I don't know. I'd like to hear from all of you. I like you guys. Especially my Hogs daddy. I would miss Hogs daddy.
How often would you text him and call him?
Me?
He just said he's going to, you. He said he's going to go off the grid. He's not going to respond.
That's right.
How long would you try to reach out if he's not responding?
Well, I know I could find him in a few places. I would go looking.
You're not. See, you don't even know him. He's asked you so many times to not go looking for him.
Yeah, but see, here's the thing, though. I don't think that includes me. I think that's a call for me to come find him. Hogs?
All of us.
Yeah. Don't nobody.
Oh, okay. Yeah, then screw him. I would never contact him because that's what he wants.
Yeah, thank you. That's all I ever asked for is for you to lose my number.
Yeah, we have the Ben Lieber interview in the system.
Yeah.
It's in the last minute of the interview when Ben asks about Kirko Chain.
And we can definitely play that when we're not in the last minute of this segment.
Good point. See, that's why you're needed.
See?
Yes.
I mean, yes.
Although we kind of just went through it all anyway. But yeah, we could technically hear him say it.
Ben, what do you think? Was it worth it?
No, we got the gist of it. Yeah, I don't know if we need to hear it straight from his mouth.
Audio, the musical version of it?
Yes.
Oh yeah, I'd like that.
Ben talked to JJ about Kirko Cousins. They obviously don't like each other. They hate each other. I got a fecal impaction. Sorry, I had to throw something personal.
Can you change the song to "You just got fired, but now you don't understand why Sauce keeps texting you"?
Yeah, hold on.
Because he doesn't get that you want to be.
Different song.
Oh,
hold on, yeah. Oh, please leave me alone, you big ugly bastard.
Genius. Why am I big and ugly?
I don't know. Ask your dad.
You're not big. I'm kidding. You're a looker.
Yep.
A looker.
You're a looker.
He's right. You're a looker.
Whoa. I'm pretty hideous.
You're more of a lunker. Oh, this is a rock and roll song about Sauce's giant head. It's a song about Sauce's giant head. His mom can't look at him. Scares her to death. What? The memories come back. It's like a fecal impaction.
How many times has Kel asked the doctors, are you sure that this boy's head is not going to be gigantic?
A couple of times.
Because I know they said normal-sized head, right?
Yeah.
But did she ever say, could you check again? I just need to prepare myself.
Who's going to have a worse December? Hawker.
Oh, come on now. Be nice. But yeah, I mean, I've had a terrible
It's 2 days in.
I'm just saying, who's going to have a worse constipation-related
Hopefully
incident?
not my wife.
You don't know what I went through yesterday, brother. You just don't know.
Well, after Kel has the baby, the two of you can compare and contrast.
I'll tell you right now. I'm not kidding you. I had a scalpel yesterday ready. I was going in.
My God.
I was going cesarean.
Oh, my.
Yep.
Oh, my.
Yep.
Yeah.
I was going to find a way to get that thing out of there.
Well, don't they once in a while put a suction cup on the kid's head to help pull it out?
Sure.
Maybe you should have gone suction cup.
Yeah.
That might have worked.
I like the vacuum idea, though. That's
Yeah, I thought it might. I had a dirt devil.
I love that's how it reminded you. I thought I bought a vacuum a couple of months ago. Did I ever get that?
Even the dirt devil was like, I'm not going in there. I'm not that much of a devil.
All right, the news is next. We'll talk more Vikings football. Big comeback win yesterday against the Arizona Cardinals. Ben Lieber is here. It's the Power Trip Morning Show on the Fan.